Well, Disney continues recycling all of their old content because they don't have any original ideas. And newest in that trend is a reboot of their former Disney Channel show with Selena Gomez called Wizards of Waverly Place. And they announced that this reboot is going to have Selena Gomez in the pilot, but she's not going to be in the rest of the series. And it's going to star the guy who played her brother in the show, David Henry.
Because they could not afford her.
They could not afford her. She is busy doing Only Murders in the Building. And one of the stars who was on the original show playing a supporting character named Zeke, named Dan Benson, has spoken out that he was decidedly excluded from casting in this new reboot because of his career in porn. Yes. He has an OnlyFans. I believe we've actually talked about him in the past because there's sort of a trend where
came up with Maitland Ward, who was on Boy Meets World and then was not invited back for Girl Meets World because she is a very, very well-known adult film star now.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why she'd want to come back.
There is a Disney Channel to porn pipeline.
Oh, Maitland Ward. That's it.
Yeah.
So this guy, Dan Benson, he went down the Disney Channel star to porn pipeline, I guess. And he has said he was not invited for the reboot and blames his porn career. As if we should feel bad for him or something.
Andrina says that guy was such a minor character.
Right. He played the friend of one of the main characters, but I don't know why he would assume that he would get asked back for the reboot. He's just trying to get attention, to get more subscribers on his OnlyFans.
Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, so let's take a look at his TikTok here.
They're at this point in... Well, go ahead, actually.
Okay, so hold on. Let's. So we got to do the one that you sent yesterday,
the pop
right?
bass.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's do this one.
In a sequel.
Are you?
Is it gonna let me play full screen?
That's the porn actor?
Yes. Might not.
I'm sure his subscribers are male.
Are you kidding me? Today they just announced that they're bringing back Wizards of Waverly Place in a sequel. Are you kidding me? I mean, yo, that's hype. But oh boy, what have I done? I waited like 13 years, just waiting around. Now, okay, here we go. Let's fire it up. As soon as Dan becomes a porn star, let's reboot Wizards again. You guys suck. I'm just kidding. What do you think they do with Zeke's character? They just act like he doesn't exist?
Yes.
Yes.
Do they recast him? Oh my god, is there going to be someone else playing? No. No.
He's not a good actor either. I can see why he didn't get the job again.
Yeah, he's giving Disney Channel acting in this big age. So I guess that he's pissed off because he feels like he deserved to get cast in this reboot. I mean, this is also a reboot that's made for an adult audience.
As they all are. We got a $20 one here from Operation Outstanding in Field. Says Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, or X-Men the Animated Series. Phil?
Pardon me?
So Batman I'm assuming he's asking you to pick, or he's asking us to pick one of these. Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, or X-Men the Animated Series. The answer is Batman the Animated
I'm
Series.
almost 50, man.
I didn't watch any of these, so I don't have
I didn't watch any of it all.
The answer is Batman the Animated Series.
So he also did an interview with TMZ about this, and he says he suspects he wasn't asked back for Wizards because of his porn career. Let's take a look at that.
Now
interview
Keys is
that
saying
he
he's
did.
literally the main character's best friend. So I don't. Again, I did not watch this show, so I don't know.
No, he was not. Harper was Alex's best friend. That's Selena Gomez. Harper was the best friend, and she's going back to the reboot. Okay. This guy was David Henry's best friend, so David Henry is starring in it. But look, this is just, this happens all the time when OnlyFans women are warned that if they go into porn, they're going to ruin future opportunities to have a normal life and have a normal job. And this is just another example of that, but for a guy.
Well, I think that nowadays women might be able to pull it off because Kim Kardashian, Kim Kardashian really did kind of knock it down.
Thank you.
guys.
Well,
Knock
yeah,
down the
Kim
wall for
Kardashian is
horror.
Kim Kardashian.
Well, no, but I mean, Kim Kardashian became famous because of the sex tape. That's really what made
but
it famous. But
off of the facade that was released against her will. That was a fake story, though. Ray J revealed a couple of years ago that it was all planned.
Yeah, I still think that.
But she was famous off of the story that this was released against her will, that she was so upset about it and she was traumatized by it. Not that she chose to have a porn career.
Yes, that was a long time ago, though. And I think that society has gotten to the point now where most people are degenerate enough where if an adult actress was like, well, I'm going to make the move to regular, acting, I don't think that there would be a significant outcry. As if she could do it. If she had the chops.
There are other actors. There's a couple that
Chloe Cherry is an example who was in Euphoria.
Yeah, somebody in the chat says Sam Livingston could hire him. It's Sam Levinson, but we get your point.
He's not a good enough actor anyway. No. But Euphoria is basically porn anyway.
The other way.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, do you want to watch the clip?
We have a $20 from Philip Reed. He said it was all made in Gmod. Yeah, Gary's Mod, a video game known for cursed animations. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sandbox game.
Yep. I had to look into that too. I felt like such a boomer having to look all this stuff up. It was it's fantastic.
Okay, let's look at his TMZ interview.
All right, here we go, guys.
Him fishing for sympathy.
Feel bad for me.
That it's super exciting that the fans get to kind of relive their childhood again and their old characters they used to love.
When are millennials not reliving their childhood?
They need to stop reliving their childhood and start living their adulthood.
When are these generations not reliving their childhood? They are in a perpetual state of reliving their childhood. Living your adulthood would be good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's a good idea.
Watching or coming back. I loved the premise, like the new idea that they're doing for the show. The other side of me is very sad because I know for a fact that I will definitely not be a part of it. That's all on me. I totally get it. I made choices that made it so it's like I
can respect you taking responsibility
back
for
the character I played away when I decided to go along this path of being an adult content creator, and I get it. So I'm very conflicted. I'm like super happy and also just like, dang it. Yeah, it's a mix of emotions for me right now. Do I think that by me doing porn made it so they can't bring my character back? Yes. The short answer is yes. I think that I put them in a situation where they don't have a choice. They can't reasonably bring back my character without bringing back all of the weight that my personal choices have. There's a lot of, it's crazy to be an adult content creator, and it's crazier to do it so publicly and to be a former child actor from a Disney Channel show. I don't see any way. You know what's funny is I like to imagine that in the production meeting, like the first executive meeting that they had on this pitch or whatever, someone in the room didn't know, right? They're like, oh, we can bring back Jerry, and oh, Max is gonna be so fun to bring back, and all this other, and like, oh, we can even bring Zeke back, and someone else in the room's like, oh, you don't know. Oh no. Like they Google for the first time, like, oh Jesus. Look, I hope it doesn't suck. I really hope that this new show captures like the amazing, just magical, no pun intended, years that we had together creating this show. I think, and all the fans are still, the excitement.
All right, we've heard enough. We've heard enough.
Yep.
I think that, it's good that he's recognizing this is a consequence of his own choices. Like, oh no, if it weren't for the consequences of my own actions.
Would a female put in this position have taken the same response, do you think?
Well, what did Maitland Ward say?
She, actually, I can look that up because I was looking it up beforehand. I wonder what her actual comments were on it. But
the sick thing is, though, that this guy had a platform to start an OnlyFans and sell his body online because of his past on the Disney Channel, and because that kind of like has a weird fetishistic response from people, and the same thing for Maitland Ward. like the fact that they were child stars is all the more reason why people are interested in seeing them naked, which is gross.
She claims she was snubbed. She claims Disney snubbed her on purpose, but never exactly why she thinks this is. Says, I think Disney was definitely instrumental in not having me back, and I don't think some of the cast wanted me back either, she said in an interview with E! News. So that's not really snubbing. She says, I kind of felt like I was just gone from them. Like, we don't want anything to do with you anymore. She reportedly had a feud with Daniel Fishel, who plays Topanga. But yeah, I mean, still, it's not really about wanting to be done with you. It's just, it's checks and balances. It's cost benefit analysis. They can't do that to their brand.
Yeah.
Also, this guy, unlike Maitland Ward, was not remembered by fans.
Yes.
They're not going to watch this reboot and be like, where's the Zeke character though? Like, they don't miss his character at
I
all.
can't imagine that the fans are going to be upset that he's
No,
not there,
they're
or
not.
wouldn't, or any of
But nobody's gonna watch this shit anyway.
That's fair
They
enough,
also
too.
were thinking about bringing back Lizzie Maguire for a reboot on Hulu, and then they trashed the idea. But it was basically supposed to be Lizzie Maguire being a girl boss in New York City as an interior decorator, and her boyfriend cheats on her. So it basically sounds like, what if we put Lizzie Maguire and Sex in the City and like smashed them together and made them an adult show? It sounded like an awful idea anyway. They called it a sex positive teen show that didn't
Well, I
go
don't like
through.
that name
I
at
don't like
all.
that at all. I don't like that at all. But I disagree with you, Phil. I don't think that our society is so degenerate to the point where you can seamlessly go from a porn career into any normal career.
well, I mean,
The entertainment
seamlessly
industry
is saying a little more than I did.
Well, the entertainment industry is a whole different beast. Like, you can't. I see that the former Playboy models are going into real estate and stuff like that, but I think that there's still significant taboo and stigma that should be around sex work, and that's why a lot of these teachers who have OnlyFans keep losing their jobs when they're found out for doing sex work.
I think that the teacher aspect is why they lose their jobs, not the public-facing part of it. I think that. Honestly, I think that if done right, it can't be just like, do like
Well, there was
all
also,
internal and then
What about the
jump
cop?
on to
what
like.
about the cop who
There was
pulled
a- yes.
over a female cop pulled over
Yeah.
a guy, and the cop recognized her from OnlyFans. And was-
She got suspended from the force. That was a Minneapolis cop, right?
yes,
Yeah. And so it's not just teachers. I also heard about a professor. Okay, so he's teaching adults.
Teachers.
And he recently got fired from his job
Again,
because he was doing porn
I
with
think
his
the-
wife.
the
we're
teacher
talking
part of
we're
that
talking
is-
about
yeah.
different things. If you're talking about going from adult films to another part of the entertainment industry, I think you can pull it off. I think going from adult films to other industries would probably have other kind of it's a different context. The entertainment industry, people, and Hollywood, people have really started to, especially younger people, have blurred the lines between actual pornography or actual exclusively adult actors and actresses and your average celebrities. The line is significantly less blurred. And I don't.
That's also because the line is blurred between mainstream entertainment and pornography.
Yes.
that was going on in the early 2000s.
as
That was
content-
already
And
going
that is, and that's
Yeah.
why I think that you could, as a porn actor, make the transition into regular entertainment.
Just
I'm
not
not
on
saying you
Disney.
couldn't.
lot-
No, exactly. I'm not.
a
Again,
lot of
it's
a lot of
context
them
specific.
ended up
It depends on the
doing-
context.
A lot of those actresses ended up doing B movies and having bit roles. Like they had actual, like on True Detectives, they had actual porn stars for a lot of the nude scenes and stuff like that. There was a lot more crossover than you might think. There's no update on what happened to the cop, by the way. I was looking for an update on what just
Okay.
happened, because basically she pulls this guy over. And the guy's like, "You have no authority over me. I subscribe to your OnlyFans." Like what? You're like the color of authority is kind of gone when you've seen every part of her.
I don't know, man. That gun still goes bang, and that's the thing that gives
But I'm
them
just saying,
authority.
the point was like the illusion of the power was
But
gone.
that goes for anything. Like, maybe I wouldn't have a problem with my barista having an OnlyFans, but I would have a problem with buying a house from a real estate agent that has an OnlyFans. It's just varying degrees of the type of authority that they're trying to take in society.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.